What's up, brother? What's up, sister? My name Bill. I went to prison when I was 19 for making poor decisions. Spent 9 years, got out at the age of 28. During my time in prison, I've seen and been around people that were sexually assaulted. I've seen murders with my own two eyes, brutal murders, people getting stabbed up. I've seen so much corruption. I've seen people get so depressed and commit suicide. My brothers and sisters, I'm just encouraging y'all to the best of your ability, try to do the right thing, man. Stay out them jails, stay out them prisons. It's not worth it because you could go in and never make it out. It's your boy Billy. Tell you about this situation. So I come in my room, I'm stepping out the room, I hear some people arguing, they yelling, screaming, yeah, you got me up. The other one saying, boy, stop, boy, I ain't never been on none of that, boy, I ain't studying none of that, boy. So I recognize the voice when I look down there. It's this dude I know named Montre. Montre is a cool dude. He usually don't be involved in nothing. He usually be laid back, kicking it. I don't even think Montre got that long to do. He'll turn up sometime, but for the most part, he be cool. You know what I'm saying? Kind of look like that basketball player, Klay Thompson, skinny, light skin. He ain't got none of this, but he got that, the goatee. He real cool, though. So it was another dude standing outside eating a bowl of cereal. Montre, the dude he was arguing with, he fanned him off and come walking this way. You can hear him say loud, big bro, with me on the Chris Brown. I got you this weekend. Dude eating the cereal didn't even look up at Montre. He was eating it, just shook his head no while he eating his cereal. Montre come down there, all good. I know my player partner C. Bill gon' with me. And he walk up and dap me up. He like, with me till the weekend, G. So before I can even say anything, he was like, matter of fact, how much I owe you? Don't I owe you? I said, man, you better go ahead on playing. You know damn well you owe me. Say like, how much? So we step in the room. I grabbed my tablet where I had his name wrote down. I told him 9. He was like, make it 13. Fool me on 2 Chris Brown. I bet. So we just sit there, chop it up for a minute. He was trying to tell me about why they was arguing, say that people be basically taking him for granted because he light skinned, he slim, and how cool and smooth and quiet he is. He like, I don't be on no beast stuff, no rah-rah stuff. So some people really be feeling like it's a joke. He like, but bro, it really take a lot to get me out of my character, bro. Like a whole lot. Like you can't just say nothing to me or like you got to really trigger something to really get me out of character, bro. You know what I'm saying? He like, but man, I ain't studying you folk, man. Hey man, CBL, man, I'm just cruising through, man. I'm just cruising through. I ain't got forever in the day around this. Then they gonna look at me and say, damn, no offense, bro, you ain't got no long time to do it. I say, hell no, I ain't got forever in the day neither. They talk about, oh, so yeah, we just cruising through it, man. We just cruising through. So I'm like, yeah, for sure. So he leave out my room. Now, I know I done told y'all multiple times they don't run store on the weekends. So I know y'all probably like, what the hell you crediting him for the weekend for? Listen. They only run visitation on the weekends. They do the visitation during the week. I think when you're on the tier program, it's like a Monday or a Wednesday. When I was on the tier, I never had no visit. So I don't know, but I think they do it. But I know for the main population, it's every Saturday and Sunday. Listen, now for some people, visitation is their main area to strike. Bruh, Montre strikes at least 2-3 times a month through visitation. And I don't know all the details exactly what he do. You really got some people that get it that way, you know what I'm saying? I personally never worked that move. I was always too scared, just for whoever coming to see me. Because it don't matter what it is that you're trying to pass or give to somebody. If you get caught doing it, you're going to jail. And then, getting caught with it, crossing that guard line, like entering the prison is a felony. So I'm sure getting caught giving it to the inmate is another felony. And I just always looked at it like, shit, the only people that come visit me anyway is my mama, my dad, and my little siblings and stuff. So I can deal with me being in here, being in jail, being in prison. I can live with that. But if I was to try to get some contraband and they did it, which I know my mama and them wouldn't even go for, but hypothetically speaking, if they did it, and then they got caught, and now they sitting in jail, facing a felony, facing prison time, bro. That shit would eat me up alive. So I never attempted to do none of that. But some people, that's how they work their move. Montre, he been doing it for a while. You know what I'm saying? That's how he work his ones and twos. And he always come back in there, loaded on Al Green. That ain't nothing to get some food off of. So he pay me on the weekend. By the time visitation came, man, Montre done ran his tab up to like $30. But like I say, I always give it to him because he'll give me a stupid deal. Like, I think the most before Montre owed me like about $55, $56. And he came back in and gave me a whole cup. And a cup at this time, at this prison, the value of a cup was going for like $250, but he'd just do it just to, you feel me? So I never questioned him. If he run his tab up to 100, whatever, I don't care. He come walking down the range, I'm out there, he like, boy, let me hit some of that. I said this time I used to buy all the oil from the Muslims. To be specific, not all the oil. I used to buy Izmiyagi and this oil called Jupe. It was blue, called Jupe. But when I say a mixture, not mixing it together, but just like I hit the Izmiyagi, and then I take the Jupe. Man, that smells amazing. I used to have officers like, what is you wearing? I need to tell my husband to get some of that. Not telling you. You got to come to work to smell this. So I let him hit some of the oil. He leave, he go to visitation. So while they out, when we leave out for chow, when we get to the blacktop, that's another name for the walk. Sometimes people call it the blacktop. When we hit the walk, you hear something. It's a code, but they said it too fast. I couldn't really make out what they said. But you see all kind of officers taking off running. Phew, 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 phew. Now, that's not abnormal, especially in a level 5 prison. But what was strange was they didn't take off running to no dorm. They took off running to the visitation room. And I was like, damn. Only thing I can think of is Montre done had his girl try to slip him something, and they caught it. And they called the code, and everybody took off running. So the whole time we in chow, I keep trying to look over that way, but you gotta like wait till you leaving out to be able to see that angle. We couldn't see nothing. You see a few people walking past the chow hall, ain't none on Montre. I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, that shit done caught up to bro. So we eventually leave out the chow hall. They got the next building online coming this way while we going this way. Y'all know it's like a big ass circle. So while we coming back this way, we see all the officers coming out of there, and the very first person walking out of there is Montre. I said, yeah, they done got him. And then as he came walking this way, I noticed more and more he ain't got no handcuffs on. So I'm like, hold on now. How the hell you just get popped doing something? Them folks ain't got you in handcuffs or nothing. Then you see another person. I couldn't really make out who he was. I just saw a person. He was handcuffed. He was cussing, screaming, kicking, doing all kind of stuff. Police had him. And then you saw everybody else start fleshing out. So whatever just happened in there with that dude, they canceled the whole visitation. You know what I'm saying? So we get back in the dorm. I go back up to my spot. I'm just leaning on the range. I see Montre out there stopping, talking to all kind of people. He taking forever to get down here to the dorm. So he finally get down here. So when he get back in the dorm, he walked through like, yeah, man, oh, sucker, nigga, man. But he walking this way. I'm like, Montre. So he look up there. I do him like this. He like, oh, yeah, my boy. So he come running up there. He had a good aura about himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever just happened, he wasn't all crazy and mad down about it, whatever. He came in there. He was like, man, with me one time, bro. And he turned his back and stuck his hand in his pants and went to doing something. So I know he had the bomb. So I was like, what the hell happened? I was pulling the Chris Brown out because I know that's what he wanted. I was like, what the hell happened? So he turned back around. He had a thing about that big, about that thick. And it was in black duct tape. And he go to ripping and tearing at it. He like, man, this soft-ass, pie-ass nigga, man, just ran up on me and my shawty in visitation, acting like he wants some smoke, talking about some old shit that been happening on the streets long time ago, bro. Man, shawty just did the most, bro. I'm talking about just ran up on me, pushed the table, jumped all in my face, talking about he'll crash out, this, and this, and that. I said, no. He said, yeah, man. I said, do you know him? He said, yeah, I know buddy from the streets. I'm like, who is he? Like, that nigga named Reggie. I'm like, Reggie? He like, yeah. I go to thinking. I'm like, I don't know no nigga named Reggie. I'm like, what else they call him? He said, that's what they call him, bro, Reggie. So I'm like, no, I don't know buddy. So he like, yeah, man, it was a little situation from the streets, bro. That man tried to just do the most, ran up on. I said, you ain't never seen him at the camp outside of visitation? He said, hell no, you know I be out there on that walk. He had to been there, just got transferred here not too long ago. I said, you ain't talked to him ever since the situation on the street? He was like, hell no, bro. This is, sensitive situation. But, man, that man just did the most, bro. Them folks just told me my girl banned from coming up here for a month. And it's just like, he was just like, bro, I'm doing this, getting the pack. That ain't even get popped. You feel me? So how the hell I get banned because that man trying to fight me? I said, what you did? He said, I ain't do nothing, CB, because this is the way I get my money. He said, but if I ever run into that man on that walk or anything, come on, man, I'll do it to that baby, man. You tripping, bro. He was like, I ain't stupid, bro. I'm smart. I'm the type person that I know how to just chill for right now to make something, you know, a bigger picture. And I was like, yeah, that is smart. Never really went into the details of what happened on the streets, and I didn't even ask. So we worked out something. I think he gave me like 4 or 5 50s. He gave me some good chunky 50s on the Al Green, and I gave him a couple more Chris Browns. He was just straightening out his tab that he owed me. And, you know, I didn't really smoke Al Green that much, so it was easy for me to sell it. Maybe 2 weeks went by. They in my room. We are rapping. There's about 5 of them in my room, just people I rock with, beating on the box. You know what I'm saying? We rapping and stuff like that. So the door started clicking, click, 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 click. So I stick my head out the door. It's this girl I used to talk to. She looking through the glass doing like this. So I'm like, y'all good, because everybody started trying to run to the door, trying to see what the clicking noise was, like why the police was hitting the door. So I run down there to the door. She like, what you got going on? I said, I ain't doing nothing. We up here rapping, kicking it. She said, oh, I had looked over the thing when I came in here and I seen all them boys going to your room. I was making sure there wasn't nobody up there jumping on you. So I started laughing. I'm like, nah, baby, ain't no nigga jumping on me. If he was, we'd have been came up out that room. I can promise you that. I ain't no damn sitting duck now. So she started laughing. We just went to chopping it up. We just went to talking and stuff like that. So somebody called her, say something on her radio. So she responded to it. Then she get up, she grab her keys. She was like, hold on, B, I'm going to be back in a minute. I got to go grab this boy. They sending somebody down here. So I'm like, all right, bet. I leave. I go back upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Back to normal. We rapping. Montre in there. A couple of my guys in there. Just, you know, everybody freestyling, whatever. I'd say about 3 minutes. 3 minutes go by. You hear, dude. So Montre was the closest one to the door. So he turned, like, come to the door, look, and turned his head, getting ready to come back to the cipher. Then he turned his head again, and he turned back and started smiling. He was like, man. I said, what? He was like, man, this finna go digital. I said, why you say that? He said, the pie-ass nigga that tried to fight me in Visitation, they just brought him in here. I say, no. He said, yeah. Then I was thinking in my head, oh, girl did just tell me somebody coming. She got to go grab somebody with the cart and stuff to get their property. He was like, yeah, man. He started stretching out, doing all kind of stuff. He was like, but I ain't even gonna cap though, CB. If he cool, I'm cool. I mean, I might still want to hit because that stunt he pulled, but I really ain't trying to do it to him for real. But I just want to kick back, get money, and just cruise through it. I ain't got forever in a day, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, for real. He was like, man, I'm about to slide up out of here, though. When he slide out, everybody slide out because, you know, this prison, after what he just said, this drama, people want to see, they want to see what's going on. So shit, I slid out too. Just step out the room, you know what I'm saying? So I lean against the rail. You see the dude walking. He go into a room down there on that side by the shower. I guess that's the assigned room they told him to go to. He didn't even look back or nothing. He just went straight to the room. He was in the room. Montre went walking down to his room, went in there, closed the door. I already knew what he was going to do, going to suit up, boot up. And while Montre was still in his room, the dude came out the room, went over there to the ice thing. He had a cup in his hand, put some ice in his cup, and then he just started looking around, like looking at everybody. You know what I'm saying? I tried not to make eye contact with the nigga. No, I glanced at him, but I don't know. I just don't like that. Montre come walking out the room. He walking slow. But like I said, I knew I was right. He got his boots tied up. He got his coat on. He ain't got no tie around his neck. Got a hat on. Got his shirt tucked in, so I don't know if he got something under his shirt, like in the stomach area. So the dude walking back this way with the ice, and he looking up, and when he looked at Montre, he like looked at him for a little minute. He was like, oh, hell no. Man, oh, hell no, man, this nigga a rat. Man, this nigga a rat. He a rat, bro. Man, this nigga a rat. So I looked down to Montre. Montre walking, he still walking slow, coming this way. He said, who a rat, Reggie? Who a rat? So Reggie walking real fast in his room. He like, you a rat. You know what's up? You a rat. This a dude in the dorm. He like a real big instigator. We just gonna call him Smurf because he's short and he look like a damn Smurf. But he was a GF. And like I say, real big instigator, you know what I'm saying? Anything violent or crazy, he with it. He want to see it happen. He was over there in that little corner. I don't know what the hell they were doing. They were playing some type of card game. So he come out, he talking about, no, little bro, no, little bro. Talking to the dude who said, Montre a rat. Man, you shorter than him, calling him some damn little bro. Reggie was like, yeah, facts, and I'm having paperwork, facts. So he go walking in the room, so the GF dude come walk across the floor, so he look up at us. He like, no, man, who that man calling a rat? Who he calling a rat? So Montre started smiling. He said, man, I don't know what Buddy got going on, man. I don't know what this man got going on. Ain't nobody never told nothing. So that let him know he was talking about Montre. So the GF dude was like, no, Montre. He said he got the paperwork, shouted. He said he got your paperwork, shouted. So Montre like, man, that man cap, bro. So the GF dude go walking towards Reggie's room. Reggie busts out the room with a stack of papers like this. He go down to the table. He like, yeah, man, you a rat. You a real rat, huh? Dead ass, boy. You the police for real. Man, this got me locked up, bro. He got me locked up, bro. Man, my brother got killed. My brother died in the car. And this car, the police got me locked up, bro. Montre ain't saying that. He just looking. So he going through the paperwork or whatever the case. So Montre finally said, show me in the paperwork where it say I told anything, nigga, I'll put myself on the door and I'll let you slap me out like a hoe. Show me anywhere where it say I'm a rat and I'll let you slap me out like a hoe. I won't even swing back and I'll put myself on the door. So the GF dude was like, ooh, so it's like two other GF dudes that came down there to the table, like just, standing by their brother. So bro going through the paperwork, he like, man, come on, man. He slammed all the paper back down. He said, you really pussy for real, Montre, because you did that lame shit. You know what you did? My brother died in the car. You did some real pussy shit, bro. And Montre was like, Reggie, how you gonna be mad at me, bro? And right when he was saying that, one of the GF dudes was like, no, hold on. Man, y'all got to tell this shit from the beginning, bro. Tell this story from the beginning. We lost right now. We trying to see what's going. Montre was like, bro, make a long story short, him and his brother, I was having the bags on the street. Him and his brother came, tried to rob me. Shots fired. Damn near everybody got shot. I even got shot. And Montre lift up his leg and showed a scar on lift up the pants and showed a scar on his leg. He said, shit, even I even got shot. His brother passed away. That man talk about, I killed his brother. And right before he even finished, Reggie cut back in. He said, nah, nigga, you ain't smoke my brother. What's wrong with you? Nigga, that was an accident shot. Nigga, my brother died, nigga. And nigga, we got locked up. And you called 12, man. Come on, man. You put the police on the nigga, man. So Montre looked over at her. He said, I'm finna get pissed off, y'all. I can feel it. I'm trying to be cool, but I just feel my shit boiling. So the GF dude was like, you still ain't showed us. You talking about the man a rat. You still ain't showed it. And he went to going through the paperwork again. So Montre went to walk down there. I'm like, hey, bro. So he looked back at me. I do him like this. He nodded his head no and kept walking. I was like, damn, this shit finna pop, bro. Finna pop. So he go walking down the steps. Reggie still going through there. So Montre get a little closer up to the table. So Reggie look up, hold on, back the fuck up. But it's like, you talking all this stuff to this man. What you telling him to back up now for? You know what I'm saying? So one of the GF dudes like, no, hold on, Montre. He finally put on the page. He say, found it. Yeah, found it. And the GF dude was like, so Montre, you said if he could prove you a rat, you going on the door and you gonna let him slap you. So he was like, facts. He was like, you gotta let me slap you too. And he was like, facts. So he pull it out. So the GF dude like, nah, let me see. So he go to reading it out loud. It says in so many words that Montre's girlfriend called the police and said that some people just tried to rob them and that shots was just fired in their house. So Reggie turned up, yeah, come on, man. What's wrong with you? Police. So Montre was like, you dumb bitch ass nigga, if my girl called 12, how the does that make me 12? Nigga, that don't make me 12. Reggie was like, come on, man, nobody stupid. Everybody know your bitch ain't just called the police just out the blue like that. You told her to call. Everybody know what the going on, man. Man, hell no, man. That man a rat, bro. Man, y'all need to flip this, man. Y'all niggas need to gang up and flip this. Right then and there, I fully understood that Reggie was not, wasn't cut like that, bro. I fully understood that because there's no way on earth this man to be talking like this, saying that. And then when it's all boiled down, you saying y'all need to group up and flip them. Y'all need to do this. Y'all need to do that. So when the GF dudes was like, man, hold on, whoa. You talking about what we need to be doing. This paperwork, hey, man, I mean, they could have told the girl this and this, but you say you got paperwork that Montre called the police on you, bro. That's not what this paperwork say, bro. So Montre go to walking up some more. So he like, bro, ain't nobody stupid, bro. Woo. Montre spazzed. He said, bro, is we gonna do something about it or not? You come in this bitch doing all that motherfucking popping. I ain't called no police on you, and you know that. You sitting here lying, talking about your brother died in the car. No, you bitch ass niggas came and robbed me for 1 pound of gas, and I smoked your bitch ass puss ass brother, and I tried to kill your bitch ass too, but you was running too fast. Fuck, nigga. So what we gonna do? You coming in here doing all this popping. And when he did that, the GF dudes moved out the way. They was like, ooh, "Oh, Reggie, what you gonna do, Reggie? Reggie, what you gonna do?" So Reggie sitting there quiet. He wasn't saying that. He started trying to go back and forth about his brother, and niggas knew his brother not to play with his brother. That's why you had to do this and this and this to my brother. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Just saying little stuff like bringing his brother up, like how gangster he is, whatever. While that man was talking, Montre took about another foot or two step closer, and Reggie was in the process of saying, "Hey, Montre, bro, don't keep walking up on." And right before he could finish, Montre spit a big glob of spit in Reggie's face. You could see it green clump hanging on his face. Immediately, Reggie went to wiping it off. Montre said, "Nigga, that's why I used to have your sister sucking my dick all the time with her dead ass. Now what you gonna do, bro? What you gonna do? Your dead ass sister used to suck me up all the time. Your dead ass brother tried to rob me. I tried to get both of y'all. You hear flesh, in the flesh, face to face. You acted like you wanted to fight, caused the scene in Visitation because you knew the police was gonna break it up. Now you trying to come here trying to tell these niggas that they should do something to me instead of you coming in this bitch like a man handling business. Let me know what we finna do, bro, because I got shit to do. I don't want to sit here playing with you all day." Reggie was like, "Oh, hell no, bro. You just spit on me. And you talk about my dead sister. Come on, man. You talk about Brianna like that. Come on, let's hit. Shoot me a one." Reggie, Montre said, "Bro, I'm not doing no fighting. As pissed off as you got me is, I'm not fighting. If we clash, I'm stabbing you, I'm finna kill you. Just like I did your dead ass brother. And you keep on talking about some damn Brianna. Yeah, Brianna had the best head I ever had in my life. Fuck, nigga. I wish I could dig the dead bitch up and get some more." And bro, it was like, I don't know Brianna, I don't know his brother, but just hearing people talk about people that's deceased. Like, we hear it in songs all the time. But seeing it in the flesh, face to face, and especially if you analyze a person and understand this person probably scared, this person is probably at a point in their life where they don't give a damn, they willing to take whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but that should just give you goosebumps, bro. Like, damn, folk. Leave these folks, you talking about that man, sister dead, giving you the best head, her brother, all kind of stuff like that. So the GF dude's like, "Ain't no way, Reggie. Ain't no way you gonna go hard like that." So Reggie like, "Man, what you mean? That man flat." And they cut him off. They like, "Bro, all this shit that man just said, if he said about my dead folks, man, I'd have been on his ass right now, man. You tripping, bro." And Montre was like, "Reggie, what we gonna do, Reggie? Reggie, what are we gonna do, Reggie? What we gonna do, Reggie? Because I'm trying to go do something. What we gonna do? I'm trying to get on my phone contract. What we gonna do, Reggie?" And Reggie turned around, walked to the room. Montre was like, "So what that mean? Your bitch ass going to lay down, or you finna go grab a candy bar? What you finna do? Now let me know. Because you run down on me with a candy bar, that bitch better have some grave on it. You better know what you doing, nigga. Your skills better have some grave on it." So he went in the room, but he didn't close the door, bro. We see him in there packing up his stuff. The Dom started clowning him. Oh, the GF dudes, "Man, that nigga a bitch. Reggie a bitch." That's what the GF dudes go to screaming. Montre turn around, come walking up steps, laying on the rail next to us. I'm like, "Damn, folk." He like, "Bro, I don't even like to get mad like that, bro. I don't even like to get out of character like that, bro. That man just did that to me, bro." They down there clowning him. He come out the room with his property over his shoulder. One of the GF dudes done slapped the shit out of him. Walk up. One of the other ones done snatched his luggage off, opened it up, went through his bag. He wasn't doing shit, bro. The one who slapped him, another one ran from the bag, slapped him. Now they chasing him around the door, hitting him in the face. He ain't doing that. He just having fun with him, trying him like a sucker. And then he finally went over there to the door, beat on the glass until old girl came from that next building over there and let him out, took him out. And that just goes to show, bro, like sometimes you got to really be willing to let some things go if you know for sure it can go somewhere that you're not prepared, or you're not willing to take it, or you're not willing to allow it to get. You know what I'm saying? Because Reggie did all that knowing he didn't want the real issues that come with doing all that, you know what I'm saying? And what y'all think, bro? Y'all think Reggie was just smart and wasn't finna, get himself hurt? Or you think he went out bad? What y'all think? It's your boy Bill, I'm gone. What's up, brother? What's up, sister? My name Bill. I went to prison when I was 19 for making poor decisions. Spent 9 years, got out at the age of 28. During my time in prison, I've seen and been around people that were sexually assaulted. I've seen murders with my own 2 eyes, brutal murders, people getting stabbed up. I've seen so much corruption. I've seen people get so depressed and commit suicide. My brothers and sisters, I'm just encouraging y'all to the best of your ability, try to do the right thing, man. Stay out them jails, stay out them prisons. It's not worth it, because you could go in and never make it out.